Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for June 23rd, 2026. We're going to be looking at the current severe thunderstorm warnings and watches and flash flood warnings and watches for the lower 48 United States, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on the way in. Thank you for listening. We're here in Radar Scope, courtesy of Radar Scope here, and we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out west. These are smaller indiscrete cells here in Wyoming and Colorado, as you can see here as I zoom out here. This is just north of I-25 in Cheyenne, Wyoming here. If you're heading out, 1-inch hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds seem to be the primary threat here, as obviously here. These cells are moving pretty fast here at about 33 knots. So these cells are moving pretty fast here as I put the radar in motion here. You can see them moving to the northeast here very fast, coming across those high plains there of Wyoming and Colorado. The other one is in El Paso County, Colorado. This is eastern Colorado here, about a mile east of the Air Force Academy, an hour east of the Air Force Academy in the Colorado Springs area here. These are producing up to ½ an inch of hail and heavy lightning and strong winds, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. This is until 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time here. Southeastern El Paso County in east central Colorado and northeastern Pueblo County in southeastern Colorado. Once again, these impacting areas include Hanover, Yoder, Colorado, Shriver Space Force Base, Ellicott, and Rush. So once again, hail is the primary threat. 1.5 inches, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts are possible with these storms. Heavy rain is possible around Colorado Springs here. You can see they have hail too here with this purple corridor here. It's Colorado Springs, Shamoran Hills here. So if you come on I-25 around Colorado Springs, take it easy. Manitou Springs is just leaving your area here. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and this lasts, like I said, until 6:15 Mountain Daylight Time. In Florida, go back down south here, Space Coast, Brevard, and Indian River County, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So if you're coming along 95 there through Palm Bay, Vero Lake, Sebastian, Miko, you want to be careful. 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for northern Indian River County and south central Brevard counties. So if you're coming along the turnpike there to make that connection there, past Yeehaw Junction into Port St. Lucie down toward Melbourne and the Space Coast, Cocoa Beach, you want to be careful here because we have these little storms here that are kicking up with the sea breezes interacting here. It's typical as it does in Florida here in the afternoon. Now, we also have in severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas. Lamar County, once again, for almost an inch hail and 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts here in Texas. This storm here is producing some lightning and some heavy rainfall as indicated by the oranges on this system until 7:15 Central Daylight Time. This is for McCurtain County in southeastern Oklahoma, central Red River County in northeastern Texas. National Weather Service in Shreveport, Louisiana issuing this. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees with this system as it continues here. So if you're making your way there, be very careful along the Red River Valley there. You can see just north of the DFW, about an hour and a half north here, into Oklahoma. So cities like Antlers, and there is some rotation with this system too as well. There's a rotational vortex TVS vortex indicator with the system. So you have in Antlers, Oklahoma, Wright City, Oklahoma, Idabel, just over the Texas border, and then back in the eastern Texas, Paris, Bagwell, DePort. There is some storms coming in your area here as I zoom out that area there as well. So we want to keep those folks in mind out there in Texas once again. And this also includes some south here by Amarillo, south of Amarillo along I-27, Lake Tanglewood Canyon, Texas. Almost 2-inch hail being reported here with this big old complex system here. And it's starting to develop a little notch, inflow notch there. So we'd watch that carefully. It could, be rotating. Thunderstorm damage is considerable here for this storm here, just southwest of Amarillo, Texas here. So this severe thunderstorm warnings are all in Oklahoma, Texas, Florida, and we have one in Minnesota here. This one is for Renville County. 1.20-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So that's what we have going on here. Heavy rain and flooding. Be very careful. Take care. See you in the next episode.